Trail of blood. Is that it though? Am I gonna fail? Which one is it? Why was Kokichi grabbing around Trail of blood? What did the evidence do? Oh, this is the evidence. I want to see how much fucking time I'm going to need to just skip through all of the text. This is... And Kokichi goes... Drinks up that fucking bottle. Wait, the cap is still on. He never even took the cap off. You could see that hint from the very beginning. Oh, man. I wish I paid attention more. Whatever.
I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
Pretended to drink the antidote. You big fool. Put on your clothes. I'm gonna put you to rest. 11 minutes and 52 fucking seconds. Nice. Alright, boys. Back to where we once were. I'm not upset. I'm just furious. Where did... Okay. It's somewhere before dragging happens. Right here. Oh my... Oh, wait. So you're telling me it's this... That would not make any sense. That would not make any sense. I don't remember what the fucking question was, but it doesn't make any sense why that would be it. But I don't care. Because I have plenty of health this time. Hit the exosol. Jesus. Maki hit. Who did Maki hit with the exosol? Hit the exosol was the answer. What? Whatever. Drink the antidote. Who was hit by the Maki? Who was Maki second? Who hit? Who actually drank the antidote? Drink the antidote. Wait. Never mind. Assembled the crossbow. That's way back here, dude. Look at how cool that culprit looks in that fucking coat. The shading actually looks really neat. Let's put in the hydraulic press. Culprit in the press. Kokichi in the press. Even took his shirt off. Oh, look how cute they are. I've lost nearly everything, dude. I can't believe how this all goes. Whatever, just tore this flush down the toilet would be his clothes. Jesus, the culprit's left arm. What evidence was left in the bathroom? The culprit's left arm. 3 arrows. Where was Kokichi's shot? The first arrow was in his arm. Where did the culprit shoot Kokichi? I'm fairly sure we saw him with one in his arm. But he's aimed right at his fucking face. There's no way he wasn't shot in the arm. Kokichi's like, first one nailed Kokichi right in his back, the fucker. And the last one was made for our good friend, the culprit. Amazing how this all works out, by the way.
This is the truth of the
Absolutely case. Insane how that all works out.
Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab. She was carrying a black case and heading to the exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an exisal and climbed inside. She knew exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strike 9 poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the Blackhand, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The Strike 9 poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar. So she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow. But it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the Strike 9 poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time. The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places and also switched roles. The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera. Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself.
Interesting logic.
And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath.
Oh, they were inside the red exisal that entire time?
And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi.
I didn't even register.
They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick. The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut. I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Really? Is it really Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
No, my detective work was flawless. It's the truth. I'm sure that Kaito is inside that exisal. So why is Kaito still fighting me? Is this about Monokuma? Or is there another aspect to this?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's deep, dude.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma.
Right about that.
What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
Ruin? I see, so that's your objective. You mean to ruin the killing game itself. That's why Kaito has been so stubborn all this time. But what does he mean by ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How can you ruin something like that? What would be the point?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
Even he believes in me. Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic, and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic, it's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito. Not as a detective, but as Shuichi Saihara.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
One last conversation?
Ooh.
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
All right. What do you have to say?
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
There's only one thing to counter. Kaido is trying to ruin the game. That's why he's hiding the truth. I don't know exactly why, but he's putting his life on the line for it. So to put my faith in him, this is the only way. Everything we determined up to now, what if I turned it all on its head? I am lying. I have to lie. I have to lie. I need to lie.
All right, let's pin this down.
Are you kidding me?
Who is inside that exisal?
So what do I need to lie with?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito
So
standing
do I
right
need
there.
to lie about Kokichi's disappearance?
Of course not. I would never die.
Is that it?
I'll reveal the
That was right, but I just killed half of my life bar for it.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
What?
What do you mean, lie? Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
Including Monokuma?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth.
He says while lying.
Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Why am I doing this?
Oh, hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
Really? I really am sorry. This is the only way. He's making Kaido confess. Kaido is trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin the class trial. If Kaido is risking his life to do this, then I'll stand by him. Oh, I believe in Kaido. I will believe in what he's trying to do. He's not doing this to hurt us. I'm sure he's trying to save us all. Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work. Fine, I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it! That's enough!
Well, here he comes.
Huh?
It's over. If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
Just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do.
I baited him and then baited myself. Like, what else? What else there to say? What else there to say, really?
Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started.
Yeah, stop just looking at crying Kokichi. Suichi, she needed.
Well said. Let's get this started then.
However, I still mess their names up. 5 chapters into this game is beyond me.
The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
You done it!
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
I think we have a winner.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
We win! Hoorah! All rise. Nice.
Well,
If the culprit's gonna confess, then I guess even morons can't screw this up.
absolutely right.
The blackened who killed Kokichiyama is Kaiko Kokoka. The blackened who killed Kokichiyama is Kaito Momota. You got it right! So y'all got it right, huh? Even Shuichi and Maki Roll voted for me. What a relief. Well, I knew you guys wouldn't get it wrong. No one feels good about this trial.
But you know,
Oh man, was it hard to act like Kokichi the whole time. I mean, sure, he wrote most of his own lines.
jeez.
Seriously, look at this huge script. He wrote the whole thing. How did I know? I knew it. It's even got a bunch of alternate lines for different events, too. Of course he did. Of course, that only makes sense. He was only dying. How much time did he have to write that?
Huh.
Even so, I had to ad-lib. You guys couldn't tell, though, huh? You did a really good fake Kaito that didn't sound like Kaito. That was actually kind of impressive.
Come on, man.
Come on, guys. Don't look so sad. You guys got it right. It's all good.
Why?
Why? Why did you kill Kokichi? You were against the killing game, so why did you kill him? I believe that you absolutely wouldn't do such a thing. Maki, was she protecting Kaito, or just believing in him like me?
That's right.
Yeah, I should explain. Most of it's just like Shuichi said.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean,
Then he told me I had to cooperate with his plan.
Hey!
Plan? What plan? I've been thinking this whole time of a plan to throw the mastermind off guard.
What?
Throw them off guard? What are you talking about? You're the mastermind. That was a lie. I only pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
Pretended? You all fell for it, but you know, I prepared a bunch of stuff. Like this remote control, I had Miyu make it. The mysterious message in the courtyard using Gonta and making him a murderer. All that preparation was just to make you guys think I was the mastermind.
What?
What the hell? Why'd you do all that? The reason why I pretended to be the mastermind?
Shit!
Was to end this boring killing game.
Huh?
To end it?
Yeah.
I thought if I showed you guys the despairing truth, you guys wouldn't want to go outside anymore. I thought it would end the killing game. But instead, this happened. I'm gonna die by Maki's hands. Why do you think this happened? Why do you think Maki tried to kill me? Why do you think the killing game started again?
What?
Why?
Oh, man.
Because the true mastermind instigated it. I'm certain of it. They made a move without us noticing. Man, thanks to that, everything is ruined.
Hold on!
The true mastermind instigated it? So whoever that person is, they also instigated Maki's actions too. So from that logic, it can't be me, because Maki got me. It can't be Maki, because she was the one instigated. Can't be Kokichi, because he lied. Can't be Kaido, because he's finding out about this right now, and was locked away in a room. Which means the true mastermind has to be either Kiba or Samugi. Or Himiko. Almost forgot. So what the So whoever that person is, they also instigated Maki action too. I already read that.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, they probably tried to eliminate me because I pretended to be the mastermind. Shit, they're clever.
What?
But how are they more clever than Monokuma? Unless he was acting too? That can't be. The reason I decided to kill Kokichi was because I remembered the truth from the flashback light.
Could it be...
Maybe making you remember the truth was what the mastermind wanted.
Huh?
What? Maybe the true mastermind had us use the flashback lights, so we would target Kokichi as a remnant of despair.
Which means...
So the flashback light itself was the true mastermind's trap all along. They expected us to target Kokichi once we remembered he was a remnant of despair.
Okay.
Kokichi certainly expected it, that's why he talked about the true mastermind. Even so, this is all rather convenient for the true mastermind. The person claiming to be the mastermind just so happened to be a remnant of despair? We're all students of Hope Speak Academy, and our fates are tied to the remnants of despair. I would never have imagined that fate would bring us to Kokichi's murder. It just plays too nicely for the true mastermind. I didn't know about that flashback light. Guess that's another mystery for you.
I mean...
Anyway, like I was saying,
You know...
then who is this true mastermind? Who knows? I don't know either. But it doesn't matter. You can't lose. This game is pointless unless you win. That's why I thought of a special plan. When I'm on the verge of losing, my plan will help me win.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but is this the plan to throw off the mastermind? Well, it's not that difficult. Kaido, I need you to kill me.
What?
What?
I mean...
The plan was to make a case where the victim was unknown, and then trick Monokuma into thinking I was the victim so he'd mess up. If he ruled that either Maki Roll or Kokichi were the blackened, then I'd show myself and Monokuma's ruling would be invalid. And if Monokuma's ruling was invalid, the killing game would end.
But
That's what I'm most curious about. What makes you think it would end?
That's right.
Yeah, I asked Kokichi about that myself. Why would Monokuma care if he messed up on the who was blackened? And then this is what he said.
Well, you know.
Even if it's Monokuma or the true mastermind, they can't break the rules as they please. Being unfair like that isn't allowed.
Hold up.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Death games are meant to be watched. If no one was watching, there'd be no reason to be such a stickler about the rules. There would be no point in making this a game in the first place.
But
Monokuma's been a stickler about the rules, and about making the game more interesting. That's why he agreed to my plan in the virtual world.
which means
It means Monokuma is aware that someone is watching us. In which case, I have no doubt that this death game is being shown to someone.
What did you say?
So this is some kind of show.
But
But who would be watching? We're the only people left alive, aren't we?
yeah,
That's right, the flashback light is the reason we even remember that.
Ah,
But Kokichi might have been right. Why have a death game if no one's watching? I wasn't sure about it at first, but after this class trial, there's no doubt.
listen up.
Monokuma can't do whatever he wants. He's bound by the rules of the game. That's why he cannot afford to get the culprit wrong. Why he relied on Shuichi.
Yeah.
It's just like Kokichi said, if this game's rules matter so much, someone's watching. A death game is made to be watched. If that's true, then who? Who is watching this?
Hey,
What's this all about, Monokuma? Is this killing game really a show for someone? Who can say? Why won't you tell us? We were friends during the class trial.
You guys.
Honestly, I was just happy you guys cooperated with me.
Well,
Humans love to help. They jump at any opportunity to extend a helping hand.
well then,
Then here's another question. Who are you really? If Kokichi, a remnant of despair, is not the mastermind,
incomprehensible.
then who's the true mastermind? Is it another remnant of despair like him?
ahem.
I'm not gonna spill the beans on a perfect to be continued cliffhanger like that.